between 2023 and 2025, the third highest on the list. Cars approach the intersection from three different directions. Three cycling routes also meet up here, including the unprotected Saint-Aubin path, which takes direction from the and it's one of the only ways to get downtown, and this means things that happen every year. So it's not entirely surprising that the higher volume means a higher number of collisions. Last year, new bollards were installed on both sides of the intersection.
Last year we have lost 14 person. We have to make sure Peachy.
Yeah, when we come back on our way home, we can choose some fruits.
You're rocking? It's horrible. I thought she wants to take a picture. Like mushrooms and oh no, pork. No, that's oh.
제일 맛있는 거 시킨 거 아니야?
되나?
그래야지. 보나페티 1위.
Oh, there's a mushroom. Right.
아닌데 동영상인데.
이게
와, 블루치즈.
라스트 향은 난다 향은. 아까 못 가봤어.